guys, welcome to Newmarket LOUD. Andrew here with my special guest today, Hey Slugger. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for being here. If I could get a quick intro, how long have you been together? Who are you guys? What do you play?
Johnny, I play guitar. We started by 2018, roughly, with Jeff, our old bassist, and then we tricked Craig into joining.
This is true.
Yeah.
I'm Craig. I play drums. 2018.
Yeah.
Our old bassist ran into me at the gym. Said, "Hey, we got a record. We need a drummer." They didn't have a record or a drummer, but I filled in. We started working from there. That's kind of how it started.
And I'm Andrew, and I sing, and I did the least as far as everything goes so far.
This is also true.
It's also
Singer thing, right?
sad but true.
That's great. So I know generally inspirations play a big part in this band sound. So what are some of your guys' mutual favorite bands?
Mutual.
Mutual. I don't think there's a lot of.
We don't agree on that.
Yeah, we really don't. I'm surprised we get along so well. You know? I guess the general sound, like the pop punk sound of late 90s, early 2000s is kind of what brings us together, but it's still very different as far as like individual bands or individual tastes.
If you told me we'd be in the same place as last year, I'd push my luck and you can blindly take on the world, and I'll sit back and watch it all unfold. I'm trying, nothing's working.
It's really very different as far as like individual bands or individual tastes.
Yeah, I would say for inspiration, we like it's more of an era, a style, as opposed to like this band, that band. For me, at least, when I'm writing.
Yeah.
I concur.
Mr. Personality.
I'm doing the least. What do you? I'm following my thing here.
That's
all right?
true. Yeah, very good.
It's such a fight to understand. You can't take back the words you said, so don't be surprised when it all goes. You brought this upon yourself.
All right, well, and speaking of writing songs, and how do songs generally come together for you guys?
There is no one way quite yet. Sometimes Craig will come into the chat with like hey, I did a whole song, guys. Everybody go listen to it. And then it's just kind of done. Or things start as like a super thin skeleton and we have to build them up over time. Right now we're working on a couple that have it's been a bit of a slog, just kind of moving forward and forward and forward. And, but yeah, they kind of come together all different ways. Sometimes we send each other things back and forth. Sometimes we do it on the fly. Sometimes we put it together in person. It's all over the place.
I guess like we kind of had a few roughly finished pre-pandemic, and then when we had to go virtual, that's when we started just writing virtually. So a lot of that came into play. So that's definitely like a bigger aspect of the band now that I thought would be, the case, I guess you could say. Because prior to that, I didn't think we were really virtually writing. It was pretty much all in person.
In person, yeah. A couple of riffs. I think originally when we started, I'd have a couple of riffs essentially.
Yeah.
So I got an idea, and it would just be like a few riff parts.
Yeah.
Not a song, just riff idea parts that.
The riff salad.
Yeah, that ended up turning out to be a few like different songs along the way, but at the time, it was just like parts, and when we used to jam here before, it would just be like, all right, what do we got here?
Let's figure it out on the fly type
Yeah.
of thing. So it's different, like Andrew said, it's different every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, do you guys have any favorite venues from playing at over the years?
Over the years in many other bands, I had a couple favorite, but specifically for this band, the Queens has been good to us in Barrie. The sound's been good. This is the first time in years that I've been in a band where I've had to bring like stacks, like 2 4x12s or a 4x12 or even 2 12s. I'm bringing Axe effects now going direct into the board. I can hear it right from the monitors. It's great. Even the Atria in Oshawa, we played.
That was a good time.
That was a cool venue.
I wish I remember the sound guy's name, but at first I was like, I don't know, this guy seems like pretty like...
The angry guy wearing the soccer scarf.
Yeah, exactly. And then out of nowhere, he was just like the nicest guy. And
Yeah.
everything sounded like perfect. I was like, oh wow, he really knows his stuff. It was really fun.
That was a weird, cool little venue.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
was.
very-
I can't wait to go back.
Equal parts, both of those things.
That's what made it fun.
This upon yourself. Now you're picking up the pieces, blaming everybody else. I'm trying, nothing's working. We're set to explode.
Do you guys have any particular achievements from your years with the band?
Oh, being in the band? That's pretty cool in itself.
Yeah.
We're old, so
Yeah.
being in a band's kind of cool just in itself. Radio play is pretty sweet. In Barrie, in Kingston, Belleville, that's pretty
Yeah,
sweet.
like we're our last single, "Ring the Bell," is getting picked up in the semi-regular rotation in Belleville and Kingston now, which is super cool. It's like they're college and university radio stations, but they're actually not just a one-off show. Like it's actually told us that we played a few times a week, kind of thing. So, which is cool. That's neat.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's very cool. Congratulations on the radio play, obviously, you guys. Have you guys learned any lessons from playing with a band that you can maybe even apply to life?
Lessons.
Don't be alone in a dark room with Craig. But
Yep.
in all seriousness, my lesson would probably be, we've talked about this a lot, Craig and I, is that my lesson would probably be just like, don't bring your ego with you into things like the studio or in the band, because there's been a couple situations where, I've had something written for a song or something written for, some vocals or melodies, and I have a hard time writing. I get writer's block really easily, so I'll come up with like a spurt of energy, and I'll get like a little bit done, and I'll send it off, be like, somebody help me with this. And Craig comes back and he'll just like turn it around and it'll just sound good all of a sudden. He'll just take it and he'll rework it, and it's just like the idea is there, but now this is better and now it's done. So I think it was, Set to Explode?
Yeah.
When you guys embarrassed me on that video?
Yeah, that's right. We did like this. He did a demo version in text group chat. He was like, "I hope this demo version never sees the light of day."
Hot garbage.
And then we did a story about the song, and he throws the whole demo version into it on YouTube. I was like, "Oh, he got him good."
It was garbage. But anyways, yeah. But that's what's good, because Craig and I, we haven't known each other for super long, like just throughout the band. But whenever we get together in the studio, we talk, we laugh, we hang out more. I think the last session we recorded was like 80% hanging out and 20% recording. But it got done.
It's the 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
It should be the other way around.
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
But like we work well together, and we work well together with with the recording and writing and stuff like that. So it's easy to get hung up on, this is my way, this is my idea, but the better product comes out in the end when we're just working together and trying to work towards the best possible goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
No chaser, just a cigarette, the kind of laughter that'll leave you breathless, dreaming of the same forever.
I think taken from just being in a band, like this is all on our own time, right? Like we do this because we want to do it. It's like playing like pickup hockey, pickup baseball, whatever. You do that because you want to do that for fun. Like there's nobody telling us, all right, we have to be there at 7. We got to be there every week or whatever. It's just something we love to do. So I think with being in a band and growing up in like the punk rock scene in Newmarket years ago is just teaches you how to get stuff done on your own. So we do this for fun. There's nobody telling us we have to be here every Tuesday or Monday at 7 o'clock at Craig's house to jam. Like we do it because we want to do it, and it expands to the different parts of your life where you want something done, you do it yourself. Like that's kind of what punk rock taught me. I mean, I don't listen to that much like old school punk anymore or like anything, but the whole ethic and work ethic of that is just, you want something done, you just do it. And being a teacher myself, I try to encourage that into my students, just getting stuff done and just learning how to figure it out.
Absolutely.
It's been far too long since those hospital visits. I played your favorite songs, and through my blurry eyes I could tell that you were looking back.
Like DIY band, like I love that when you get older, it's like it's creative problem solving. Like no matter what happens in life, right? You got to solve problems. It's like anyone who lives life knows there's going to be unexpected problems thrown at you here and there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can work well with others, which is what basically priority number one of a band. If you don't work well with each other, it's not going to last.
No.
And then from there, it's like it's creative problem solving. Does this fit with the song? Let's try this. Let's try that. I think those skills are very, very valuable just in like everyday life.
Do you guys have any future plans for the band coming up this year? What are anything coming out? Videos, tours, shows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
we-
definitely going to be doing some shows. We've got some stuff coming up, obviously with Newmarket LOUD. And we've got a few songs, at least 3/4 done. We got one completely finished. It'll be out relatively soon. Just got to actually finish recording it. So stuff. We're always working on it, chipping away at it. And it's nice to kind of, like Johnny was alluding to earlier, like we do it because we love it. We don't really have like these harsh deadlines or anything like that. It's very much like, like we think this song's done. Let's work on it. Let's get it sounding the way we want and throw it out. So
for songs done, we have about a few that we just essentially just like go in and record them and plan like a weekend just to record them properly, I guess, in good copy, as you'd want to say. And then we have like 5, 6, 7, 8 other ones that are pretty much there. We need to all learn how to play them and jam them out.
yeah, flush
kind of
it
thing.
out.
Yeah.
Well, looking forward to hearing those new songs. Last question I have for you guys is where can the audience find you online?
Oh, everything is
I'll
pretty
run
much
socials. Good idea. Don't look in my direction.
None of us run the socials. That's true.
everything is pretty much at Hey Slugger SOPP. The SOPP came from back in the day. There's a lot of hardcore bands that used to go by like SOHC, Southern Ontario Hardcore. So we kind of took the SOPP as the Southern Ontario Pop Punk, kind of tweaked it around. So we went with that. But Facebook, YouTube, Instagram are ones that we pretty much use regularly.
Yeah, Hey Slugger.
SOPP
yeah,
on all of them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then heyslugger.ca is the link tree. You can find everything there. Music's up on the usual Spotify, all the streaming services. If you want to message John directly, he loves those.
Yeah, his number is 705.
Cut!
All right, well, thank you guys very much for your time. You guys could all check out Hey Slugger at Newmarket LOUD on March 24th, 10 gallons.
Yes.
Thank you guys very much for your time today.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
Be loud!